Hi, this is G from Native Speakers Academy, and welcome to another edition of 10-Minute English. This, I consider, is English for those whose brains are still in search of answers. So, we will introduce another short article in English today for upper intermediate and advanced level students. That's B2 and C1 in the Common European Framework. As usual, this article is taken from a recent news report. You can see the article, you should be able to see the article on the right side of your screen. Britons spend more time on tech than asleep. But before we get into the article, I would like to highlight our homepage, www.nsa-slovakia.com. That's Native Speakers Academy, the Center for Educational Theory and Research. Here on the left side is our front page. I think you might find it interesting to explore some articles there. On the right side, you should be able to see our YouTube page with hundreds of videos, including our 10-minute English series. The latest uploads are at the top there, and the full series is here. You might also like to link to us on Pinterest, where we have 13 different boards with a huge variety of information. You can search through the individual pins. If you click on a pin, such as the one in the middle here, then you will get a clearer graphic where you can study the information. This is about body language in communication. Top part is about perception. We use our eyes for 82% of our perceptive ability. And there's a whole list of interesting statistics here that you can look through. Hey, look, this was my office motto yesterday. You have to get things done. Right, where's our article today? Technology and time. As usual, I have highlighted the important vocabulary, not a lot of complex vocabulary today. I have highlighted it in yellow. You can check it before we read through or guess from the context and check your understanding after. Source of this article is the BBC, the British Brainwashing Corporation. If you want to check out any of the words and their meanings, I recommend using Google. Type in define followed by the word or phrase you are interested in. Here's one that I did earlier. I wish this little box here would go away. It's not going away. Okay, never mind. Entertainment. The action of providing or being provided with amusement or enjoyment. Synonyms: pleasure, leisure, recreation. Also an event, a performance, also the act of receiving a guest or guests. And here's a little line of how it was used through history. I've always been fascinated by this word, entertainment, because this root to enter what? Tain, what is that? The only other word I can think of that relates to tainment is detainment. If we go to the online etymology dictionary, we see entertainment provision for support of a retainer, a manner of social behavior. Root, entertain. So where does this take us? Entertain. To keep up, maintain, to keep someone in a certain frame of mind. There we go. In a certain frame of mind. Controlling the mind. Hold together, stick together. To hold the mind in a set or fixed state. See tenant, principle, opinion, or dogma maintained as true by a person, a sect, or a school. Well, there you go. To have possession of something as well. I think that to hold in the mind. I think that makes some sense to me. Maybe to you too. Anyway, the reason why we're here is to look through an article together. As usual, a link to the original article will be posted together with this video online. If you are sitting comfortably, as I am, watching the sun set over distant hills, then we shall begin. Britons spend more time on technology than sleep, by Joe Miller. Britons spend more time using technology devices than they do sleeping, research suggests. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? If you're using your time productively, constructively, I guess it's not. Communication regulator Ofcom. We have a communications regulator. Did you know? Said UK adults spend an average of 8 hours and 41 minutes. They're always studying us, aren't they? 8 hours and 41 minutes a day on media devices compared with the average night's sleep of 8 hours and 21 minutes. I would love to get 8 hours and 21 minutes sleep. Almost 4 hours a day are spent watching TV, according to Ofcom survey of 2,800 UK adults and children. Who is watching TV for 4 hours a day? I mean, what is even on TV? I don't have a TV. I gave my TV away a long time ago. Silly thing to have. It's the box that sucks your life away. The poll also indicated that those aged 16 to 24 are likely to do more than one task at a time, squeezing 14 hours and 7 minutes of media activity into each day in just over 9 hours. Well, if it's constructive, why not? Dr. Arik Sigman, a psychologist from God knows where, who focuses on childhood disease, says the Ofcom statistics are another measure showing that children are spending more of their recreational time looking at screens, particularly in bedrooms by themselves. As if it's a crime to be in your bedroom by yourself. Who knows, they might be on Skype with their friends. Or World of Warcraft or something else. If you want to see the future, look at the media habits of Britain's 14 and 15-year-olds. That's the message from Ofcom's research, and that could be... Really, you need scientists to tell you that present habits create future facts. And that could be scary for some old media companies. The techie teens are watching less live TV and much less live radio. You can't watch radio. Okay, must be listening to less live radio than adults and turning to YouTube and streaming music services for their entertainment. Not a mention of education. Anyway, they are giving up on voice calls and email in favor of text-based communication. Flitting from Instagram to WhatsApp to Snapchat in constant search for what's new. Great, I have no idea what WhatsApp is. I imagine it's some application for your phone that does what? I don't know. Snapchat, that's isn't that messages that self-delete perhaps? Or is that something else? Instagram, that's pictures. I know that much. Okay. You can't keep up with it, can you? I mean, it's just the number of applications that appear every day. It's just like we're drowning in technology and in essence creativity as well. Is it a bad thing? Depends how you use it. Where are we? I've lost my place. The average amount of time people spent watching TV each day, 3 hours and 52 minutes. Who are these people? Was more than the combined time spent on mobile phones, landlines, and the internet. Is that possible? But this is the first time daily TV viewing has dropped below 4 hours since 2010. The TV is obsolete. Wake up, smell the coffee. Some 84% of UK adults surveyed by Ofcom said they had a book collection. Okay, so this is positive. And a similar number said they owned music CDs. I don't know anyone that owns a music CD, an original one. Meanwhile, 4 out of every 5 people said they had a DVD library, which is probably gathering dust. A figure that has stayed roughly the same since 2005. There's a nice little piece of grammar. I think I'll try to highlight that. Can we highlight that? There we go. Even the post has not been rendered obsolete. Yes, because we have to send things to each other. That's how things travel. Approximately a third of adults questioned said they had sent a personal letter in the last month, probably to the government. When asked which form of media they would miss most, just 2% of those aged 16 or older said they would feel the absence of newspapers or magazines. They're dead already. There you go. Now, additional information. I would just like to add to this that the researchers found that youngsters spend an average of 7 hours and 38 minutes using entertainment media. Medium, med, in the middle. Across a typical day. An increase of about 1 hour and 17 minutes since 2004. Because they spend so much of that time media multitasking, they actually managed to pack a total of 10 hours and 45 minutes worth of media content into those 7.5 hours. Can we multitask successfully? There's a question that we perhaps need to look at. I guess some can, some can't. There's quite a lot of research that shows that in order to develop knowledge on any one specific topic, you need to focus only on that topic. The schizophrenic nature of school timetables, 45 minutes here, 45 minutes there, 45 minutes somewhere, is probably the worst way to organize any learning at all. I mean, you couldn't plan it any sillier, could you? Right. The source was the BBC and the Telegraph, and my Scottish accent is slightly more prominent today than usual. I wonder why. Links to the articles will be provided together with this video online. As usual, my thoughts and notes. Feel free to agree or disagree. These are just ideas I'm throwing at you. To control the person, you must control their environment. The introduction of radios and televisions into homes completely changed the way in which people interact. So if you would like a person to see or feel something differently, it is usually necessary to put them in an environment where that can happen. An environment of learning will create learning. How long before we are online all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? How long before we can't unplug? It's coming for a lot of people. I think we are going to eventually just diverge into those groups who absorb technology and those who reject it. And in essence, both groups might be right for doing what they want to do. How long before we can't unplug? As more and more people move to cities, as society's demographic change, as rural environments empty themselves, are we going to be connected digitally through technology all of the time? TV is not reality and never has been. Beware of the patterns that it creates in your mind when you watch it. Your brain also falls into a passive state. See the studies on monkeys and how TV affects them. To be productive, you need to unplug sometimes. Yeah, just look at those people who do yoga or any other similar activities. Let your mind breathe. Technology may connect people, as it does through Skype and through social media and through the ability to produce articles and post them on the internet, but first it has to come between them. So in order for us to use technology, technology must be between us and therefore could be used in essence to control communication. If you go back in time just over 100 years, I'm pretty sure there was no or very little technology involved in communication, except maybe pens and letters and things. But now the phone is between two people calling, the computer is between two people video chatting, and so we have to be aware of this place for technology in society. And statistics can be as manipulative as they are useful. Beware, there are a few statistics in this article that I would like to question. I don't know anybody that watches TV 4 hours a day, thankfully. I've got better things to do. Trust but verify. With everyone and everything. So, these are my thoughts and notes. Please feel free to respond to them. And links to this article will be posted along with anything else relevant under this video online. You can link to us through LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you'd like us to cover anything specific, then please let us know and we will look into it. And if you are interested, we offer now free HD Skype consultations for students, teachers and companies. So if you are not sure which exam to take or how to prepare for it, or if you need advice about teaching styles or practical tips for the classroom, or if you want to know how to increase your firm's effectiveness and profitability through using language, maybe we can help you. Remember that you can visit www.nsa-slovakia.com, that's our home site, or you can browse through the Native Speakers Academy official page on YouTube. This is all we have time for today. Thank you very much for listening, and another short video will be posted very soon, I hope. Have a good day, and I would like to just say goodbye for now.